Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another episode of Dinner and 45. It's your guy, Mr. Brunch Chicago, aka Saran Smith. I'm here bringing you some quick and creative meals that you can make for you and your family in less than an hour. We say dinner in 45 minutes. It may go a little longer, but at least within an hour's time, you can make a dinner for you and your family. If it's you and the wife, you can make something easy for you two, you and the kids and the wife, the whole family. It doesn't matter. But we can make it, within an hour's time, and it just depends on the portions you need, how much you need to make. So today we're gonna do a little. I'm doing a mix medley of stir fry. So I'm gonna do a stir fry with chicken and shrimp. So I'm gonna mix it together because we eat both. So we eat both over here. So we're gonna do a combo with the shrimp stir fry, and then I have a steak that we're going New York strip. We're gonna put on the griddle with turkey chops. So I got some turkey chops, and then I got some steak. We're gonna put them bad boys on the griddle, show you how to go ahead and knock that thing out. And I'm talking about we doing dinner in 45. Let's rock this thing. So, as you all know, we've gone through a whole lot of episodes. We're almost coming up upon a year of episodes of Dinner in 45. You all have rocked with me for almost a year in this kitchen, from the sink shot of me making meals on the sink to the portal to this streaming television service. So I love the video studio that we have here in our streaming services and Instagram Live. I just appreciate you all for chiming in and doing your thing. So, throughout the year, I've shown you all how to cut and dice up different vegetables and things of that nature, from onions to mushrooms to green pepper, bell pepper. So you already have the gist of that. Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into this these steaks as well as my chops. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna season up these steaks. I got some New York strips here. You know what I'm saying? Got some nice New York strips, and I didn't season these for a reason. So I got some decent canola oil spray that I'm gonna spray on this. You can use olive oil spray or whatever, works best for you. And then I'm just gonna take this, and this right here is a mixture of and this is my homegrown, steak seasoning that I've used with I do a tablespoon of everything. So I do a mixture. I do a rub. So my rub, I have a tablespoon of garlic powder, a granulated garlic. I have a tablespoon of granulated onion. I have a tablespoon of black pepper. I have a half a tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt. Then I have a whole tablespoon of it's a Chicago steakhouse rub, so I use that. Then they have a garlic and herb rub, steakhouse rub they have, and I use that as well. So I mixed all of these together, kind of give it my own little personal flair. So you can do the same. And I just come over here and I just sprinkle. I sprinkle this boy down right here. And generally, you want to go ahead, when you do this for your steaks or whatever, you want to let it rest about an hour or so. So I'm not going to let it rest for the sake of television. I'm going to go ahead and cook these boys right on and slap them right on that grill. But I did allow my chops to rest. So I'm going to hit it again with this canola oil to kind of lock this thing in. And I'm locked in the season and the flavors. And then we're going to go over here to the grill. I'm going to put them on the grill, and then I'm going to season the top side. So this side here is going to go bottom. So it's going to be bottom up. So this is going to be the bottom that I season, and then I'm going to season the top side, and I'm going to let them boys sit on there and cook on each side for 3 minutes. And I'm going to put a little weight on mine because I like mine a little more well than my lady do. So here's the first strip. Here's the second strip. So once again, I'm coming over here with this canola oil, spraying them down. I have my rub, my tablespoon, and I'm just, there you go. So you should know your equipment in your kitchen and in my kitchen. Ooh, that smells good. Them flavors is popping. Oh boy, look at here. Look at here, boy, look at here. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, season's in there, I'm locking it in. You see what I'm saying? See how I do that right there? I just sprayed it and I don't lock it in, right? So we're gonna lock all that in. And then next, I'm coming with a turkey chop, which I've already seasoned, and I have a poultry season that I use for these boys. So don't you kind of see, you know what I'm saying, the spices and stuff I use in my poultry season right there, and the spices and herbs and stuff I use in poultry season. So I use poultry season on that, bam, it's already seasoned. I'll let this rest about an hour or so on these chops, bam, and then bam, there it is. Turkey chops, cooking, steaks cooking. I'm hitting it, timer 3:00. I got the timer going, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, timer going. We're on the 3:00 side. Which gives you time to multitask. So, remember, timers are your best friends in the kitchen, especially when you're cooking, because, you know, it allows you to do other things, and bam, when your stuff is ready, you're ready, okay? So I done diced up all my stuff that I'm gonna use to saute and go on top of these steaks and chop. So I got some mushrooms that I've already cut up. I got some nice white onions that I cut up. I got some red onions that I'm cut up over here. You see what I'm saying? The red onions right there. And then I got some green and red peppers. All that's gonna go. And I got some baby spinach. Ooh, that's baby spinach right there. So, you know, we was gonna go ahead and pull that up and let it do what it do. And then, like I said, when I saute all of that together, it's gonna work well. So you see what my steaks and stuff is doing right here. And then I'm gonna let it cook right here. When I flip it over, then you're gonna see what it looks like on the flip side. Then I'm gonna start right here. In this pan right here, I'm gonna come on with it, and then I'm gonna work on my stir fry. I'm gonna pop off that stir fry. And then by the time I finish that stir fry, I'm gonna go ahead and I got it nice and ready. So as you can see, I can go ahead and do my sauteed vegetables. So you see, you got the steam coming up off of there, and on that steak, you're gonna see a little bit of that blood rise. Because what happened with the steak, and even with the chop, that's why I'm doing the time frame that I'm doing it. Because when you cook it on the bottom and you grilling anything, it's a grill master technique to make it juicified and real tender and moist in your steaks, burgers, or whatever you cook on the grill. When the bottom side is down, it's cooking and the heat is on there, the heat is going to make all of the juices and everything rise up. And then when you flip it over, it does the same thing. And that's why you want to kind of do like a little continuous flip on this. I'm going to cook it 3 minutes on this side, I'm going to cook it 3 minutes on the other side, then I can go down to a minute and a half and a minute and a half, you understand? And it's still nice and juicy in the middle of them steaks. And that's a secret for the grill masters, what we do when we cooking, you know, on the grill, especially when we got steak, chop, burgers, and stuff like that. And we kind of like, why they always flipping? We flipping it to keep that consistency of juice flowing upwards so it stays in the middle of that thing. And when you cut it, boy, look at here. So, the alarm just went off. So I can go ahead and hit it with my temperature gauge. And I'm right where I want to be on the temperature side. So now, I'm going to take this bad boy and just like I said, flip it. Ooh, you see them sear marks on there, you see what I'm saying? And then I'm going to flip that side just like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing over here with these chops. You see? And chops. Doing that same thing because they ready. They ready. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, keep that thing nice and juicy-fied. Now, as I said before, I like my steak just a little more cooked than my lady. So I'm gonna put some weight on mine. I put that weight on there. You know what I'm saying? I got the weight on there, so it's gonna cook a little faster. Mine's gonna be a little bit more, because I want it more medium well, and my lady like hers more medium. But these chops, these turkey chops, gonna be cooked all the way through. You know. So after my 3 minutes, I'm gonna minute flip with them till they ready to go. Alright, so y'all see where we are with that. And right here, I'm going ahead and get ready to pop this thing off on the stir fry. Alright? Cool. So I got my pan ready here with the stir fry. I got my vegetables ready here for the stir fry. And you know how I do the stir fry. I got to put some olive oil in that thing. Boom, like that. Mm-hmm. We're going to let that swoosh itself around. Let the pan get nice and warm. And let all that swoosh itself around. And I'm just going to move this olive oil, you know, to kind of coat the pan. And, you know, that's what I do. So I'm going to coat my pan real nice. But I let my heat break it down and let that heat get on. So you can see from this camera view, and I'm going back to the stove. So I'm at the stove, see camera view, and I lift that up. You see on that thing is just sizzling on that. But then you can see the pan. So right here, I pull that pan, and you can see the sizzle on them steaks right there. And I got the chops, so they just moving and grooving real good. Now, I have a dome that goes over, and I can just put it on the dome. See right there? I put it on the dome. I put the dome on it and let it cook on the dome. Keeping that heat in there, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping the heat inside, and we're letting it cook all the way around. So now I got that heat covered on the steaks and them chops. My olive oil broke down nice for me, so my pan is nicely coated. And I come with them stir-fried vegetables. You know what I'm saying? I'll come with them stir-fried vegetables, get all that up in there. So keep it right here, looking real good on the stir-fry tip. Then, there we go. And that's why you got the timer, because the timer gonna let you know what you need to do. So my timer about to pop off. Just my timer about to pop off. As you hear, now I can go, and now I'm doing 1 minute flip. See them chops. See them chops right there? See how pretty? See how pretty they look? So let me move this out the way. You see how them chops looking right there? You see the chops in them steaks right there? That's that good look you want. So we're gonna let all this go, and I'm gonna continue with this stir fry right here and get this stir fry going real nice and smooth. We're gonna let all that go on slow, and then I'm gonna pull my steaks, because like I said, I want my steaks a medium well and a medium. I'm gonna flip them again so I keep them juices flowing up in there. You know what I'm saying? Right there. You saw how I flip them. You know, I'm flipping them to keep the juices where they need to go. And then I'm gonna take these steaks off. We're gonna take these steaks off. We're gonna let these steaks rest in here. I don't got them where I want them. And I got these chops. Flip them again. And then I'm gonna rotate these right here on this little edge right here. You know, and for us, it's cool because ain't no cross contamination for us when it comes down to steak and chicken or these chops because we eat both of them. So ain't any trick for us. So now I can put them up underneath here and let them warm. You know, and then I got a half a minute on here, so I'm getting my timer go minute 30. We going over there. I'm back over here with these vegetables. You see what I'm saying? And the temperature that I got it at is right and perfect for that. And now I'm gonna come. You see right here. Now I'm gonna come over here with, and I got my marinade. This is Southside jerk, shrimp, and chicken. So chicken breast chopped up in nice little nugget style, and then I got me some nice shrimp over here, and I'm just pouring this over here, and this Southside jerk stir fry. So we're gonna always represent this Southside jerk. But now I got the stir fry, and I got the chicken, and I got the shrimp with the vegetables. And let all that just cook up real nice, and let them do their thing. Real easy peasy. You know what I'm saying? I got 30 seconds before I take these chops off. And we're going to let them rest. Because when we come over here with our topping for the steak and the chops, man, look at here. With the onions and the peppers and the mushroom and all of that, man. Whoo, talking about something good. And there it is. So now, I take that, I'm going to set this griddle on warm just in case I need to come back. And I got my steaks just laying on top of each other. The juices is just flowing off the steak. It's so juicified. I'm telling you, it's juicified like no other. And the steak is nice and juicy. That's what you want, see? And when you flip it like that, man, I'm just telling you, that's just a grill master technique, man. You got to keep flipping that boy over and over like that. Get them juices rising in that meat, man. And then when you take it out, boy, look at here. You got your own sauce popping off on that meat. So, I'm still pumping out this stir fry. Ooh, yes. I got to have me a little Southside jerk. So I'm putting some Southside jerk rub. You know what I'm saying? I got the rub right here. And it's good old seasoning aid for me. I'm going to put that on there. And I'm going to squirt me a little sauce. Ooh. This more sauce. And then got a little sauce. And a rub. And all I'm doing is, there you go. We sauteing all this stuff in. So you're doing this with Southside jerk products, man, and rub. And I'm talking about, you talking about an incredible meal for you and the family. It's taking no time, nice and healthy. You got chicken and shrimp with the vegetables. You got broccoli, you got peas, you got carrots, you got string beans, you got cauliflower, you got mushroom. I'm gonna drop some more mushrooms in this bad boy too, because you know I love me some mushrooms in my food. I ain't gonna lie, I like me some mushrooms. So I'm gonna drop some of these fresh mushrooms that I made for the steak. I'm gonna pop these boys up in here with the stir fry and let it go. Right? Then that ain't it, cause y'all know how I do. You know how I do, right? So I got that, and I'm gonna pop some of these red onions in here. Got some red onions that I chopped up. There it is, like that. Slide them, boy, and just sprinkle them on down up in there. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. Sprinkle them on down. And I got some nice color and all of that. And then I got some white onions that I'm going to go here and sprinkle down in there a little bit. Got a couple of those. Sprinkle down in there. And hey, there you go. So we got the Southside jerk, rub, and because I still want I want my onions and stuff kind of crunchy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want too wilty. So that's why I'm putting them in last. And you see I started with stir fry first. Then I brought the meat. Now I'm bringing the onions and the mushrooms last. And this is where we are. It's cooking nice and slow. And the same lid that I use over here, put the lid on the thing right here. I got this cast iron skillet and it's holding in all the heat the way that I want. You see what I'm saying? So having that cast iron right here, we got the griddle that's cast iron. It's gonna hold the heat. I don't turn it off. It's gonna hold the heat. So even I need to put meat or the chops back on there to keep it warm or whatever, I can do that. Or you want to come back eating with something else. I'm gonna throw some vegetables on the griddle and stir it on up because I got that steak juices and stuff on there and the seasoning from cooking the steaks and the chops. So I want to have some of that flavor and some of those vegetables. You can do that. Or you got you some of the whole baby peppers, and I like to do that too. With my whole baby bell peppers, we get the red, the white, and the yellow, the yellow, the orange, and red and green. You take them little peppers, you put them on that griddle after you don't cook something with that boy. You still got that seasoning in there, and woo, talking about something nice. Just add a little bit, but you got that flavor coming from them steaks and them vegetables and stuff you already had on there, and pop it off, and it's in them peppers. So you can put your onions and mushrooms, or you can do the whole mushrooms on there, because we do that on the grill, and sometimes I do it here on the griddle. I do a whole mushroom, the whole small peppers, the little baby onions and stuff, and the tomatoes and stuff, and just grill that thing up, man, and roast it real nice. And you're talking about something really good to go as a side dish with your meal. So we back over here, and like I say, it's creating its own juices. You know what I'm saying? Because it's breaking down, and we sauteing these vegetables with the mushrooms and the onions and the peppers. I put no peppers in this. No peppers. Ain't no peppers in this. All right, cool. So here we go back on top again. We're gonna let that flow. So while we got that flowing, we're gonna bring it over here on the low heat side. I'm gonna switch them so y'all can see what we got going on. You see the methods to my madness, and then now we're gonna start over here. There we go. Now this is for my sauteed vegetables. I'm gonna let this break down. I'm gonna come back around to the front, speak to the good peoples. So we're gonna let that break down, and you can see everything as I do it. And we're gonna go ahead and let the olive oil break down. We're gonna go ahead and put in our vegetables. So we got these green and red peppers. We got the mushrooms. I also like these mushrooms myself. I like them thinner. I like my mushroom, diced thin, because when they do it at the store, it's just a little too thick for me. So, and then I got some nice white onions. We're gonna chop up, and we're gonna chop up these red onions. We'll put all of this together, and we're gonna go ahead and cut it up. I'm gonna chop up a little apple to go with it. I know y'all ain't had it with the apple though. You ain't had it with the apple. I'm gonna pop some of the apple off of here with a little brown sugar. And man, we gonna put that on top of that steak. And because we gotta have that nice, flavorful, robust flavor from the steak seasoning and that poultry seasoning that I got on them chops and the steak seasoning I got on them steaks. Then we're gonna come with that little sweet and nice, tangy. And I'm talking about it's gonna be real, it's gonna be savory and sweet. Pop it off together. When I put them apples on there with the brown sugar. Whoo, man, we talking about something delicious. This is something you can make at the house real easy. It's dinner at 45. In the midst of a pandemic, and things are getting better, but we gotta be mindful and still careful because things ain't back. And people get so excited and anxious and frantic over things. Oh, I go back outside. Hey, calm down. This thing ain't over. We got a vaccine, but if you haven't been vaccinated, you really need to be mindful. So, wait till you get your vaccination before you try to go out here, all the way live, and make sure you get the second vaccination before you really try to get about it. So, that's old school stuff, you know what I'm saying? I just gave a little phrase from the 80s and brought that thing back out to the 90s with two songs, titles of songs, that's old school, though, you got to know your music. So, I got my olive oil on broke down on these boys real good. I'm coming over here with these onions. We're going to pop these onions in here because everybody likes grilled onions on steak. If you don't, something is wrong. So I got the white and I'm popping off the reds. And we're going to start with this here. Yeah, buddy. I still got this. Look at this. That stir fry over there. Look at it. Stir fry. Steaming up. Some vegetables sauteed. Some shrimp. Don't curled up. You know what I'm saying? There it is. And the peas and everything. And you can smell the flavor. The flavor is popping off because you know it's Southside jerk. So I got the flavors popping off. The meat was already pre-marinated in Southside jerk. So, man, that's going to be something fire. We're going to saute these onions. And I want these onions to get a quick little breakdown. You know what I'm saying? So once I get a quick little breakdown on these onions, then we come with the mushrooms and green peppers. And I hit the green peppers first. Because it's going to take them, it don't take no time for them mushrooms to really break down on the saute side. And you see how they're breaking up so the heat is going to help separate those onions. So I don't worry about the onions trying to separate them. Talking about, man, just chop them, leave them together. Once you put them in there, start sauteing, that heat is going to break them bad boys up. Okay? And there we go. So these boys are breaking up. And now here we come with them red and green peppers. And same with this. You know, they chopped up well. Some of them try to hang out together, but with that heat, they're just going to go ahead and separate them boys. See? And I mean, you got a nice display of colors up in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Nice display of colors. So we got this on nice and simmer right here. You turn that fire down. I got that heat still in there on this stir fry. So I got that on low, simmer, low. She can't do nothing if she wants to. And now my peppers are starting to kind of break down. And that's where I want them. And we're going to pop some of my mushrooms up in here. You know what I'm saying? Bam. So now we got some of the mushrooms up in here. And we are going to go on here and let these boys flow with it. Get on up in there. We got the onions. We got the peppers. We got the mushrooms. Got a little bit more mushrooms. I like a lot. You know, I like mushrooms on my steak. I like me a lot of good old mushrooms on the steak. Mushroom, the onion, man, you know, that's it. So we're going to saute this thing first, right? And when this thing come out, this thing coming out on the steak. And then I'm going to cut up the apples and add that to the chops on the top. All right? So, look. You know, I got to always quench the thirst off. So, don't go over there. Then we're going to go over here. I cut me up a lot of onions. And I'm just going to chop up this apple real quick. I'm going to do a double side. I'm going to leave the skin on. And come up nice little squares. Cool beans. And bam. That's it. We're gonna cut them up in little squares. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. And same thing over here. We're gonna cut them on up. Like them up right. Bam, 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 bam. Same here. Cool. That's gonna be enough for us to put on them pork chops. Be enough. Let me just go ahead and just do it all up. Be done with it. Turn around. Listen to it sizzling. And check on. Check on in. Check on in. And now you see the mushrooms starting to caramelize as well. Nice and sauteed. You know, the caramelization is coming on the mushrooms and all these vegetables. And man, you pop that on top of your already finished cooked meat and hoo-wee. Now, one little trick, always trick to trade, especially with this, you got vegetables, stuff like that, full of water in, get the steam going on. A little water to it, gonna make it steam. So, bam. Whoop, there it is. So really breaking down, I add a little bit of water to it. I'm just gonna let it steam. That's it. Want to hide? You see the steam coming up off of there? See what I'm saying? So you just wanted the steam. It really breaks it down when you sauteing it. So it breaks down everything. You got the natural flavors because you got the flavors that's just intertwining together with the onions, the red and white onions, the peppers, the mushrooms, and all that stuff. So it's coming together and giving you a great flavor. And like I said, you're gonna put that on top of them steaks, boy, and that thing is gonna be something else. So I'm about to plate these boys. So we got the steak right here. And we got the chops. With the stir fry. So I'm going to go ahead and put the stir fry on here. Ooh, you got the stir fry with the shrimp and steak, and cauliflower, and onion, and everything popping off in there. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, woo. Carrots. Get some more of the shrimps on there, though. Ooh, buddy, look at that. Look at that, buddy. Man, that look good right there. So, now, I'm going to take some of these onions and mushrooms and all this beautiful. Oh, man. Look. See how good that look right there? See how good that look? And see right there? So mix that thing in real good. I'm going to mix that thing in real good right there. And throw that thing on top of the steak. Ooh. Man, hope y'all see that thing right there. Hope y'all see that thing right there. Get that one right here. We're going to make this plate here. Juicified on the steak. We're coming with the stir fry. I told y'all, man, I'm taking no time. This thing dinner at 45, and bro, you can have your meal knocked out in less than an hour, and you cook it. You over here eating. I got my chop right here, and still got a chop left. Like that. Mushroom. Ooh, some peppers, mushroom, all that on that steak right there. Boy, look at here, look at here. So now we're gonna take the same thing right here, and you see it just a cooking and a sizzling and a bubbling, right? I'm gonna push the apples in this bad boy. But like that, we're gonna take this spinach. We're gonna saute that thing around. Ooh, the apples smell good. The apples smell so good in that thing right there. Boy, look at here. Put on there. Put on over here. Let me tell y'all go down there. Go down there. You already got some vegetables sauteed in that thing. Look at it. And I'm coming with this spinach. Y'all weren't expecting this spinach. Come here. I got a little baby spinach right here. Let that baby spinach cook off real quick. It don't take no time. That's what I'm telling y'all. It takes no time to do that. It takes no time to do that. No time to do that. No time whatsoever to cook this thing on down. I'm gonna add me some more spinach to this bad boy. That's gonna really help bring off a flavor on that. I got the onion. We got the peppers. We got the apple. And we ready for this breakdown on here. And like see, you see how the heat is breaking all that down? That spinach is breaking down. All that stuff is breaking down. Here you go. Come on over here. And letting it hit that heat. Stay on that heat. There it is, right there. There it is. The spinach breaks down, that apple. The sugars, the natural sugars from the apples is mixing in with everything. You see what I'm saying? You got the natural sugars from the apple, and you see the spinach is breaking down in there. There we go. See? And you see how it's caramelizing? Yeah, buddy. You get that caramelization in there. You got spinach up in that bad boy. And then come with my tablespoon. Tablespoon right here. I'm coming with a good little tablespoon of brown sugar. Tablespoon brown sugar. Add some water to it. And here we go. There it is right there. And that's it. You're making you a nice little sauce with that. I don't get that brown sugar. And we just mixing that brown sugar up with this. I'm gonna hit me with another tablespoon of that brown sugars. And a legit tablespoon. And then we're gonna top this on top of the pork chops, and man, look at here. We got a meal. Look at that right there. You see it? All that's coming together. Everything broke down. Apples are right. We come with the chops. Here we go. With the apples, spinach. Whew! Man, look at that right there. You talking about something nice and right. Everything on there. And even with your steak, you still got you some sweet to put on top of that savory, man. And we talking about something delicious. I gotta coming at you with 2 plates. Here you go, in your face. Facebook Live, Instagram Live. Look at that right there. Right there, you got the vegetables right there. That's that stir fry. You see right there, all that right there with the apples and stuff. That's a chop, and right there, that's a steak. See that? That's a steak right there. Right here, see that right there? Right there, with them vegetables right in front of you, and them apples. That's the chop. You got the steak over here. With them, that steak with the mahogany mushrooms, the red peppers and onions. And then you got some stir fry right here with the shrimp. You got the shrimp and you got the chicken stir fry right there, right in your face. And this is what we doing, y'all. And I mean, it's easy. You can do it at home for you and your family. It don't take a lot of time. We done less than an hour. We started maybe what? 11 minutes or 12 minutes. After the hour, after 5, we're done before 6. But you got a meal, you got steak, and you got a turkey chop with vegetables all on it, and we got a stir fry mixed with chicken and shrimp, and we're done. Dinner's ready, 45 minutes. We still in the house. We're still social distancing. We're still being responsible, and we're allowing God to just be glorified in all that we're doing. So thank you all for joining in. I thank you all for rocking with your boy for almost a year. And, once things open up, we're going to have a great time because, we're going to brunch out like no other. You know how I brunch out. So Mr. Brunch Chicago going to brunch that thing out like no other. But, hey, we're going to make sure we safe. And, I'm not in a rush to get back to the picnic and the summer and all that because I like my life. I like who I'm in the house quarantine with. I like going home every day, and I like who I come home to every day. And that's real. Some people you don't. Some people you don't like your kids, you don't like your spouse, you don't like who you with. And that's a personal decision, and you end up finding out about people when you got to spend more time with them. But I love who I'm with. I'm with my best friend, and we have grown stronger and closer together in the midst of this pandemic. But it's not for everybody, and it's not everybody's story. I pray that others can have what we have. I pray that others can love each other unconditionally as we do. I pray that others can support and have each other's back no matter what, like we do. I pray that others can encourage each other and motivate each other to be their best like we do. I pray that others can accept true criticism and constructive criticism from someone that loves you and don't take offense to it, but strive to make yourself better. I pray that others can receive and have what we have. It hasn't been an easy road, and we've had a lot of bumps through this thing, but we're still in this thing together. And our families, we're still in here with our families, and we're working this thing out. So you can do the same and do the same. But sometimes you got to let go, the materialistic aspects of the world. And that messed up so many people. So many people still messed up on that. And God had to shut us down to show us, hey, you don't need all of that to live and be happy. You ain't got to go out every week to be happy and live. You don't have to be at every event and every function and taking Facebook pictures and Instagram photos and TikTok and everything and let everybody see what you're doing and hope you're popular, hope you feel good for likes and all of that. You don't need that. because we grew up without it. And that's real. We grew up without it. We had no cell phone. We had no Instagram. We had no video call. Man, video calls, come on, that was the Jetsons, bro. We were watching the Jetsons, saw video calls, that was a thing of the future. Watch phone from Get Smart was the things of the future. We're living in it now, but we grew up without it. And we had a great life and enjoyed each other and was able to call each other versus texting, and you get mad because the person didn't respond to a text. I don't look at it. Hit me on Facebook. I ain't looking at it. I might look at it every once in a while, 2-3 days, if that. Just real talk. But you want to contact me, you're better off calling me. You text me, you might get an answer back. I might see it, I might not. I got 4 phones, so, whichever one I look at it that day, I may not look at that phone that day or that week. But just being real, this is how we grew up, communicating with each other, having that personal touch, that one-on-one relationship. People don't have relationships no more. Everything I've done in business, even to this day, what I'm about to do and what I'm going to do beyond this, is stemmed on relationship. It's been brought together by relationships. So, we got to learn how to have relationships with each other. Even through social distancing, we can have relationships with each other and communicate. So thank y'all again. We're building on this. It's a village. It takes a village. So we're a village. I thank the village for supporting me and coming out. And hey, it's your guy, Mr. Brunch Chicago. I'm done. Great meals in a short period of time to feed you and your family. This is what we're doing. All right. See you soon. Be blessed. Take care.